So, I'm home after a long day on set, in which I did a lot of talking. And one of the things that came up was like, "Oh, Danielle, you should do stand up." And I'm like, "That's not the first time I've been told that. I've been told that." And it's like, I personally don't think I'm funny like that to be doing stand up. I just had funny things happen to me that just happen to sound funny. But, like, maybe I'm like, maybe I'll try this whole stand-up thing. Maybe I'll try it online before, because my lazy behind don't. It's not that I'm scared to stand up in public and do it, but I'm kind of lazy. It's like, yeah, get up, get dressed, put on clothes to go stand up in front of people. Why not I just do it online? And I don't actually have to get dressed to do it. All I have to do is put on a decent t-shirt and make it look like I got dressed. So, maybe. But like, yeah. So I'm like thinking about like, what would I do stand up on? Cause I'm telling you, like, I'm not kidding. They like some weird stuff happens to me, and this weird stuff that happens to be funny. Like, I think it has to do with because I was like the weird kid in school. But you have to know there's different kinds of weird kids. They're not all the weird kids where they ate their boogers. Although, to be truthful, in all honesty, I kind of did eat my own boogers. But like, don't judge me because every kid ate their own boogers. But the weird ones ate their own boogers like boldly. Like they did it like, you didn't eat no breakfast. So, and what? Yeah, I wasn't that kid. I was more like the weird kid like that made like these weird off statements that no one actually knew how to take. Like, I don't know whether to laugh. I don't know whether to cry. I don't know whether to hold your hand. So, because I don't know how to take what you just said. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit over there. And I'm gonna let you just think about your weirdness because, yeah, I'm not sure how to take you. But yeah, all of that makes for like funny stories, like, or not even funny stories, more like interesting observations, like how I was that kid just during the summer. Like how in the summer people like, yeah, I can't wait to go out and play. Yeah, when I was at home, my father had to make me go out and play because I was like, listen, it's hot. There's air conditioning inside. There's a TV inside. And you want me to go out and play? All right, I'm gonna go out and play. 5 minutes later, I like ring the bell. Can I come back inside? It's like, you just kind of went back out. Go back out and play. But it's hot. Go back out and play. It's like you had to force me to socialize like that. I mean, but um, it's not because I was shy, because I'm not shy, but because, shoot, like I said, it's 90 degrees. To me, it like made perfect sense. 90 degrees. You ain't gonna be out there without your AC, so why you want me to be out there? So I'm like, but like, I don't know. Um, that's one of my observations on life. One of my other observations on life is when I was in college and I accidentally set the kitchen on fire, the dorm kitchen on fire. Because what happened, or as you would say it, what happened was that I called myself doing a good deed because, like, I was gonna go home the next day because it was like Thanksgiving, and like there were some people who weren't gonna be able to go home. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna contribute something I made to the Thanksgiving dinner. So I call myself like baking this shortbread cake, but I have never baked with an electric oven before. I've only baked with a gas oven. Electric stoves have coils, and I found this out the hard way. So I've had run over from a cake onto a gas stove, and it's like no problem. Just gets on and it gets messy. You wipe it up, clean, you're good. It. I come to find out if cake that has oil in it and oil, if it gets too high, it kind of bursts into flames. Found that out the hard way. It drips onto a coil, an electric coil. You don't just clean it up. I thought I was gonna do. No, it sets the kitchen on fire. So I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, I just set the kitchen on fire. So like there was like a fire extinguisher box that's in glass right there. Those glass those glass enclosures or whatever they're called are not made for like normal people. Normal people meaning like weak people who don't work out at the gym, which I wasn't doing at the time. So I take the little hammer thing and start banging on the glass. That thing didn't break. So I'm like, I literally ran down the hallway, knocked on the first door. I was like, I just set the kitchen on fire. And this guy comes out. Maybe he was staying with somebody. I don't even know who he was, but he was like this big, tall dude. Most importantly, he had muscles. Muscles. And no, not to ogle, because he had muscles that broke that glass and used the fire extinguisher to put out the fire that set the kitchen on fire. Because by that time, not only the stove, but like part of the wall was all blackened and everything. And me being the kind of person I was like, oh man, I set the kitchen on fire. Okay, I have a task to do. Let me go make another cake on another floor. I'm like, and that's literally what I did. I'm like, yeah, I made a string of stuff. You set the kitchen on fire. And what you do, you go to another floor. And the funny thing about it is, in retrospect, looking back on it, it's like, this chick that set the kitchen on fire, she's gonna go to another floor. And that's what, like, you know, the overall RA, the whole building, she looked at me like that. But she didn't say anything. But thinking back on her expression, it was like, what you gonna do next? Set the whole building on fire? But they could have petitioned for a new building at that point. I don't know. But yeah, I call myself being helpful, yeah. So that's some of my observations on life. I don't know if that would make me a comedian. It's just that funny stuff happens. It is what it is.